Do we know who we're matched against?
No.
Well, that's never a good sign. They don't tell you at Ace who you'll play? Mayu shakes her head.
No, they do. I think it's just been a busy week for us, so we didn't check.
I mean, we have had a lot going on, but we still should have checked who we're playing against today.
Yeah. Getting a sponsor was our top priority. I didn't have the time to research our opponent.
That still should have been something we've done, though.
Guess we're all finding out now then.
Guess we're learning on the fly. Kaori nods as she flips through the menus on the hollow table.
Let's see here.
I don't like that reaction.
ACE 204911 versus...
Kaori suddenly deflates while Shou perks up with excitement. I don't know whether I should be excited about this or concerned.
Yes!
Concerned. Ace 204911 versus Claw of the Wild. What a name.
You're in for a treat, Brosif.
I don't believe you. Well, you seem excited, but Kaori looks less than pleased. That's just how she normally looks.
Nah, that's just her default expression.
I'm scared that we're on the same wavelength here. You're gonna get hit.
Shut up, you idiot! Of course you like Claw of the Wild.
Why is this? I feel like I'm missing something here. Can someone please fill me in?
Well, the leader of that team is in the same dorm as Shou, Tatsuo Kimura.
So why is that a good thing and why is he excited about it? Okay, but that doesn't explain why Kaori...
Because he's even more annoying than Shou.
That is not physically possible. I do not believe you. Shou crosses his arms.
So rude. Tatsuo and I are incredibly pleasant.
Mayu looks incredibly concerned, I just realized.
Maybe we should plan for the match while we still have time?
I like that idea. We all glance at Mayu.
I mean, if it's not too much trouble.
She's right. I'll pull up what information I can on Claw of the Wind.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. It's a very good idea to look up our opponents so we know what we're doing, get a game plan. We wait while Kaori sets up the playing field on the hologram. Soon, both our gears and the enemy gears populate the field.
Okay, done. Shou, do you have some insight on them?
Seeing as you're buddy-buddy with their leader. Shou scrunches his brows.
The team is basically Tatsuo. If we can take him out, then the rest won't be much of a challenge without his leadership.
I like that idea.
If he's calling the shots, wouldn't he be hanging back in a safe position?
It's not his style. He'll be the one charging in head first.
That seems reckless and stupid. That seems like a tactical error. Keep listening silently. You know what? That seems like a tactical error. Let's just kind of point this out right away. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Kaori nods.
We can set up a trap and focus target him when he rushes in.
Stop smiling, it's weird. We watch as Kaori maps out our plan of operation.
This might actually work.
It better.
I agree.
The plan is good. What if Shou's intel is wrong? I don't think his intel's wrong just because he seems very confident with it. Just not even hesitating. I was like, isn't that kind of a mistake that Tatsuo would come in head first? No, that's just how it is. He's not going to sit back. He wants to be up front. Plan is good. Sounds fine to me.
I think his teammates will work hard to protect him if they see what we're doing.
I think they're going to work hard to protect him either way, because it sounds like he does stupid things.
That's true.
We think for a moment.
One of us can divert their attention at the start of the match to get them to separate.
Huh? One person against 3 gears? That's a suicide mission.
But sometimes you have to make sacrifices like that. A good trade, a 1-for-1 trade in that situation for one of us would be a much better trade to get 3 of them to focus on us. We take down their leader. Bada bing, bada boom. They fall apart and crumble. Take down the foundation.
It's about winning the match, Shou, not the individual battle. This sets us up with a favorable trade.
Exactly.
That makes sense, but who will be the decoy?
We look at each other. Whoever is picked will surely get depowered, but hopefully they can keep the enemy distracted long enough for Tatsuo to be taken out. I'll do it. It should be Kaori. Send Shou. Make it Mayu. Stay silent. Huh. Well, I think in this situation, since we're still getting focused on these new upgrades to the gears that Valerie just did, it'd be best to send me, because really we want to keep my power a secret, because I think we might be able to bait people into taking me out right away with my override power Super Saiyan thing. Because sending Kaori, she's definitely our main DPS. We don't want to do that. Shou's quick and distracting, but I don't think he'd be able to take on 3 for long enough. And Kaori's more of our up close in front. Mayu's our long DPS. I keep mixing my ones up here, but I'll go ahead and do it, because really I don't have a role just yet. So being able to do the sacrificial thing's going to work out well here. I'll do it. I got this.
Really?
Are you sure?
I nod. You guys have competed together before and know how to play off each other's strengths to defeat Tatsuo. Kaori crosses her arms.
Just remember that your goal is to delay them from covering Tetsuo.
I know what the plan is. As if on cue, the map flashes red as the arena entrance doors slide open.
All right, time to show them what we got.
That one hurt me a little bit on the inside. I'm pretty sure I died a little bit. I felt something die on the inside. That was awful. Kaori lets out a sigh. Mayu, why are you happy about this?
You said show in your head, didn't you?
He absolutely did.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's an absolute resounding yes. Mayu stifles a giggle. If anything, you can always count on Shou to keep the team morale up. Let's go. Of course, he fades out last too. As we enter the arena in our gears, the first thing I notice is the packed stadium. This is still a top 25 team intramural match, so it makes sense people would come to watch. My heart pounds in my chest. This is our first match against live opponents. The anticipation is both exciting and nerve-wracking. Looking badass like always, Ace 20, 49, 11. The enemy team enters from the other side of the arena. Oh, dear God.
The battlefield. 2 worthy predators enter, but a single phoenix shall rise from the ashes of war.
Oh, dear God. Why is this a thing?
Oh my god.
I can hear her cringe through the comm.
Isn't he the greatest?
You and I have 2 entirely different definitions of great.
Let glory and honor commemorate this day, for the crossing of our paths is nothing short of destiny.
They're posed like Power Rangers.
I'm changing my intercom to team chat only.
I'm with you.
We shall face off in what will be told as legend for generations to come.
Shou, do not encourage this.
And muting show as well.
Another great idea.
Blood and tears will be shed, for greatness demands the fiery cleansing of weakness.
Are you all ready for Ace 20, 49, 11 versus Claw of Ohio?
Give me a moment here. I just need to collect myself after that. Dear Christ.
A few moments later.
All right. I think I'm better now. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this match. The crowd roars in response.
That's what I like to hear.
Me too. Get me pumped up in the process. The stadium lights go from red to yellow. My hands clutch my controls.
And begin.
Murder mode engaged.
Rhinos, take charge!
Maybe I wasn't ready. As expected, their entire team does a full blitz towards us.
Focus and follow the plan.
All our comms flash green in affirmation. I'm breaking off now.
Okay. Keep them busy as long as you can.
Right.
Good luck.
You too. Off we go. I separate from the group.
A stray sheep!
Come on, take the bait. 2 enemy gears divert their course and charge toward me. I need one of you to come back here to make this work.
One of them didn't take the bait.
Put suppressive fire between Tatsuo and the other gear. Force it to separate and disengage.
Good plan. Oh, someone got lit up and just went, oh, no. Mayu and Shou unload a hail of energy beams. With no clear path for the adversary gear to go, it changes course to me. Oh, I'm going to take this guy out now.
It worked!
Yeah, it did.
Focus.
No!
Sorry.
Converge onto Tatsuo now.
You 3 got him. I'm going to take on these bumbling idiots
And you. Keep the rest locked down as long as you can.
with their karambit guns. Engaging them now. I'm surrounded by 3 enemy gears. Just the numbers I like to see. At least the trap worked. Tatsuo won't be able to run unless he wants to be shot at his flank. Sup? Alright. Let's do this. Dead Blossom is ready. Play defensive until Overdrive kicks in. Well, we've said that Overdrive isn't going to kick in. That's pretty much how it was. We're like, I don't know how to do it, so we're not going to rely on it here. So there's no point in relying on it here. So I'm going to apparently play suit with Tatsuo and Shou, and Dead Blossom is ready.
Power core at 1%.
Well, I just wasted a bunch of energy. Did I do anything?
Triple kill.
All right. A pile of depowered gears surround Eagle. I breathe heavily as my sweaty palms grip the controls. Whew, it's good to have my weapons back. I was lucky. Doesn't matter how good your offense is if your defense leaves you wide open. I look out to see the entire stadium standing in shock, then erupt in applause. Strike a pose for good publicity. Are you not entertained? The match isn't over yet. I'm going to strike a pose, just dab on the haters. Just strike a pose. With my weapons at the ready, I morph Eagle into a powerful pose. The crowd roars even louder. Pleasing the audience will definitely be appreciated by our sponsor.
What a match! Hey, 2049-11 are the winner!
Yes, we are. That means the other guys took care of Tatsuo.
Wait, what? We only just defeated Tatsuo.
That means you weren't paying attention to what I was doing, and you missed out.
Did he take out 3 of them by himself?
Are you impressed? Will you be the waifu now? My team faces me.
What is that idiot doing?
I'm still in the pose. That's what that position is.
I love it!
I thought you would. The announcer's voice catches us all by surprise.
Please exit the arena so we may prepare for the next battle.
Okay, fine. Still in our gears, we make our way to the exit when Tatsuo appears before us.
A well-fought battle.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Plain and simple.
Yeah, man.
The bear hibernates to regain its strength. But with powerful resolve, we will return to challenge the King of the Wild.
I just... Oh my god.
We're up for a rematch anytime, Tatsuo.
We can get good practice with these guys, too. Shou and Tatsuo's gears shake hands.
The sun sets, and so we depart.
His gear looks huge in comparison to ours.
Ducks, fly together!
Go on now, get! Tatsuo and his teammates all boost out of the arena in a V shape.
I can't even.
Neither can I. Let's just move on and forget this ever happened. Better off that way. My team and I meet up in the arena stands after exiting our gears.
This should help bump us up into the top 20. Claw of the Wild are ranked 18th.
Hey, that's good for us. Well played. Shou whips around to face me.
How did you manage to depower 3 of them?
I pointed my gun and went, I'm going to murder every single one of you. And I did. I tried my best because I'm Sylarclone. Duh. They had 3 weak links. We're gonna go with the own ego here because I'm Sylar. Duh. It's what I do.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect that from you.
Well, to be fair, you had a poor judge right there just as base. We started, I didn't have weapons, so that didn't do well. And then when my weapons came in, they weren't calibrated right. So it's not you didn't have a good base to go for. Kaori is in disbelief, but impressed nonetheless.
Yeah, that was really amazing.
You're the only one whose opinion matters here. Be the waifu already. Thanks. What? What's up, Mayu? Mayu glances at me.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that your overdrive mode didn't activate this time.
No, it didn't. Kaori perks up.
Well, the steps leading up to that during the last match didn't happen this time around.
That's true.
But we still don't know for sure if it would have activated either.
Also true, but I mean, we did get down to 1%, which is kind of what happened, though at the same point in time, I wasn't backed into a corner. I lowered it to 1% for putting out that much energy and attacking. Maybe it's a defensive thing. Kaori crosses her arms, but looks thoughtful.
It would be useful if we found out what triggers it.
That's what we have Valerie for. Agreed. I plan on looking into it.
Maybe you can ask Valerie to help. She seems capable as an engineer.
You noticed that too, huh?
Speaking of which, I wonder if she was able to watch the match. And I wonder if she noticed any more changes she can help to improve our gears.
I am sure she did. Good thinking. I pull up my phone to text Valerie, but it looks like she already beat me to it. Congrats on the win. You guys played well together, whatever the hell kind of face that is. Anyway, I'll be at the quad for a bit. You should come drop by. She's at the campus quad. We can meet up with her there.
Let's change out of these suits and go meet her.
That's a good plan. I don't want to walk around like this. We nod and make our way out of the arena stands. Shou and I change into our uniforms and meet the girls outside. Once we reach the quad, I easily spot Valerie with her light blonde hair. I wonder if I stick out just as much. The answer is yes. She grins as we approach.
Oh hey, you came.
Of course I did. Hello. I don't usually come so fast. We have a couple of questions. Oh, do we? I think because we've been playing these roles so far. But Mayu's here. It makes it tough. I want to keep messing with her and say I don't usually come so fast. But if Mayu's here, I don't want her thinking bad things because she already did after we first met Valerie. Hello. We'll just go with a casual greeting. Hey, Valerie. She nods.
Looks like you brought company.
Why wouldn't I? Kaori and Mayu both greet her. Shou offers her a wave.
If it's
Probably
not
get a
too much
nosebleed
trouble,
if he shakes her
may I
hand.
please ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, what's up? Did you watch the match?
I bet you she did.
Of course. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few ideas I have in mind to improve your gear performance.
It's like she's reading our minds. Kaori looks pleasantly surprised.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm drafting up the plans for the improvements, but there's still a few calculations to do. I'll have a completed report done in a few days.
I like the timing.
Oh, wow! That would be great!
Shou is just as surprised.
Someone managed to impress Kaori. I thought the day would never come.
I impressed her just like 20 minutes ago, Shou.
Shut up, Shou!
Agreed. Valerie stifles a giggle with her hand. Mayu also cracks a smile. Kaori turns back to Valerie.
Did you watch the qualifier matches last week, too?
Valerie nods.
The overdrive mode. You're wondering how it works?
That piqued my interest. You know.
Not yet. I was hoping I could research your core. With your permission, of course.
Yes, if you get my permission, you absolutely can. She winks at me. Although I don't appreciate her snooping, having her investigate this phenomenon will be a huge benefit. With supervision, sure. Valerie pouts playfully. We're back to that face.
Oh, fine. Those were all the questions I had.
Same. An awkward silence settles in. Shou suddenly speaks up.
All right, there's only one thing left to do.
Party.
What's that?
Party!
Celebrate our victory. Party at my place.
I'm down for the party. Valerie giggles in excitement.
Count me in.
Kaori,
That's the spirit. What about the rest of you?
I'm down to party. Simultaneously, Kaori and Mayu shake their heads.
I'm not really the partying type.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't think so.
You guys are lame.
Come on, this is our first victory together. As a team.
He makes a valid point. Didn't we win the last round? He spreads his arms wide, gesturing to everyone around him, and emphasizes Valerie.
As a team.
Aw, I'm part of the team.
Yes, you are. We do need an engineer. Shou pulls all of us into a hug. Kaori immediately wriggles free and tries to protest, but Shou speaks before she can.
I won't take no for an answer. As my father always says, a team that parties together wins together.
I don't believe you.
He doesn't say that.
Thanks, Mayu.
Well, he could have in a past life or something.
I don't think so.
So, does this mean we should go now?
Yes.
I suppose, if everyone's going, I can go too.
I'm going. Kaori sighs.
Fine, but only for a little bit.
And you're coming too, right, Mr. Broseph?
Yes? Sure, I was down the last time and then everyone bailed.
Let's go then!
I should invite Yuna. Don't invite Yuna. Oh, you know what? We can invite Yuna because, this is a way of thanking her for getting us a sponsor, so I'll invite Yuna. Hey, Shou, I'm going to text Yuna. Maybe she'd like to go too.
Good idea. The whole team really will party together.
When I check my phone, there's a message already waiting for me from Yuna. I'm just so popular, these girls are just texting me while I'm thinking about them. Congratulations on your victory. Your gears look so good out there, BT Dubs. Holding back a smile, I reply to her text. Thanks. We're all going to Shou's dorm to celebrate. You should come. Yuna responds immediately. I would, but I already have plans. Lame. Next time for sure. Have fun. So your plan is to come party. Shou lets go of everyone and leads the way. Valerie keeps pace with him while the rest of us hang back, a little unsure of what we just agreed to. As soon as we step foot into the house, Shou is surrounded by his brosifs, all of whom shower him with praises and congratulations.
Thanks, guys. How's Tatsuo and company?
That's a good question, because you guys live together.
Tatsuo took him to a forbidden hot spring to recover flesh wounds and reinvigorate their inner chi.
In this situation, actually quoting him like that works.
Oh, God.
That sounds like him.
Yes, it does. They burst into laughter. The place is already crowded with pilots from other dorms, and more keep filing in at a steady pace. Everyone fans out. Mayu sticks close to Shou while Valerie makes a dive for the kitchen. Our dark-haired female pilot walks past us and greets Kaori. She seems really familiar. Was she checking the leaderboards while I was in the pilot's lounge? Which time, though? I'm always in the pilot's lounge. Either way, Kaori scowls when she sees the girl, who just laughs and grabs Kaori's arm, dragging her into the throng of people. I push my way past the living room and hear music coming from a short staircase leading to the lower level. It's dark, but strobes of colored lights flash from below. Sounds like there's a rave going on. I'm not sure about going down there. Wait. Carefully, I weave my way into the kitchen, narrowly avoiding a dousing from a fruity drink. When I arrive, I gawk at the cornucopia of alcohol. I help myself to water, surprise me, beer. Well, I'm kind of a beer guy. I'm just going to pick up a beer and just stand around and chill. There's both a keg and cans of beer in the cooler. We'll go with the cooler. Nothing wrong with a keg, but just have something I'd rather open myself. Harsh memories of keg parties back home bubble up, and I relive the trauma all over again. Better stick with a can. I grab one of my favorites. Now that I have a drink, I should find my friends. Let's look for Kaori, Valerie, Mayu, or Shou. Well, in this case, we're going to go for Mayu. We know she's not the partying type, but she's the waifu. We go look after her. Making my way back to the living room, I spot Mayu standing awkwardly to the side while Shou chats with his brosifs. I think I picked the right decision. He's shaking his head as if refusing an invitation, but his friends are persistent and won't take no for an answer. Sounds like Shou's friends. When they realize Shou won't go willingly with them, they literally pick him up and carry him away. That's not a surprise to me. Shou waves helplessly at Mayu, who waves back at Shou, who's off to go have a great time. She seems really nervous to be left on her own. As I walk over to keep her company, some guy from another dorm swoops in, 2 drinks in hand.
A pretty girl like you shouldn't be hanging out alone.
I'm gonna punch this dude right in his nose. Mayu shrinks away as the guy leans in.
I wasn't alone. I was just talking to a friend.
Oh yeah? Where is he?
He got swept away because his friends are interesting people.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Why don't you come and enjoy the party with me?
This guy went from douche to decent guy relatively quick.
I don't know. I should probably wait for my friend to get back.
He offers her one of the drinks in her hand.
Sure, I get it. Why don't I keep you company until he gets back? Here, I noticed you were empty-handed, so I got you a drink.
I'm a little suspicious about that drink.
That's nice of you, but I don't drink.
Oh, well, I should put my beer away then. He laughs.
Just one drink, I promise. Then I'll leave you alone.
The lady said she doesn't drink, douche nozzle.
No, thank you. Really, I don't drink.
Come on, live a little. What harm can it do?
Mayu shuffles uncomfortably from the man's insistence. Pretend to be your boyfriend, accept the drink for yourself, stand up for Mayu. Oh, I'm gonna straight up swoop in and pretend to be the boyfriend here because I wanna be. I throw a protective arm around Mayu. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Mayu blinks at me in surprise. The other guy narrows his eyes.
Who the hell are you?
I'm her boyfriend. Who are you? He looks at the two of us and laughs.
You gotta be kidding me. This is your boyfriend?
Are you jealous? Mayu glances at me again, then steals her resolve and nods once, leaning into me. Whew, now I'm getting the nosebleed.
Yes.
I definitely have a nosebleed now. Even though I started this charade, I can feel myself growing warm from Mayu's reaction.
Forget it. This isn't worth the trouble.
Go on now, Scram. Auf Wiedersehen. With a huff, he walks away. Mayu breathes a sigh of relief.
Thanks.
Yet it doesn't say she moves away, so we're just staying there in an embrace, my arm still around her. No problem. We stand side by side against a wall while the party rages on around us. Mayu has her hands folded and is pointedly looking away from me. I focus on my drink. Oh, so we're no longer sharing that embrace. Damn. So, parties aren't really your thing, huh? She blinks at me and meets my eyes, then shyly looks away. Well, we can guess that she's introverted.
What makes you say that?
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, you don't seem too comfortable. She lets out a small laugh.
I guess not. This is more something that Shou enjoys, and I just come along to keep him company.
It looks like his company is taking him away. She gives me a sidelong glance.
What about you? Is this your scene?
Not something this size. They're okay. You bet it is. What a waste of time. You know, they're okay, but I'd rather be in a smaller group. They're okay. You bet it is. And what a waste of time. They're okay. You know, to say they're not my scene is probably not something. I mean, sure, she enjoys a party, but not something at this caliber. I shrug. If I'm in the mood for them, I think they're fun.
I know what you mean. Small parties aren't too bad, but a big one like this...
It's a little intimidating. A loud crash interrupts Mayu as someone tumbles over a chair. A roar of laughter follows while the guy tries to get back on his feet. Yeah, this can be a little overwhelming. Mayu nods. So, if this really isn't your thing, what kind of thing do you like?
Well, I like reading.
You mean like studying? No, idiot.
No, like novels. Especially fantasy novels.
Well, me too. How come?
Because they have the most fantastic worlds. It's always so different. And when I'm reading, I feel like I'm there exploring the same magical place they are. In those worlds, anything can happen. There are no rules.
As she sounds very excited telling us about this, we've hit the nail on the head, and we found a topic to get her to open up. Mayu grins, and for once there's a spark in her eyes. It's kind of nice to see this side of her. I had no idea you were such a bookworm. What else do you like? She hesitates.
Promise you won't make fun of me.
I have not once made fun of you. Of course I won't.
I really like to play chess.
Really? I've been looking for a chess partner. You do? She nods. Oh. She looks back down to the ground and shuffles her feet, clearly uncomfortable.
It's stupid, I know.
That's not a stupid game by any means. No, it's not. She glances up at me in surprise. Does Shou usually play against you?
No, he thinks it's boring. It's too slow.
Because it doesn't keep him engaged. It doesn't have things shooting at him. Who do you play against? Mayu shrugs. Well, maybe we could play sometime, on top of me listening to you play violin. The spark returns to her eyes.
You think so?
I know so. Sure. I haven't played in a while, so I hope you don't mind giving me a refresher.
I'd be happy to.
Mayu stares at the sea of faces in the crowd and spots Shou waving at us. How did he get all the way over there? We should probably head over and see what he wants. Yeah.
Thanks for keeping me company.
Anytime. What are friends for? And the blush. She rubs at her arm shyly, then gestures for me to follow before disappearing into the crowd. The rest of the party is a whirlwind of music and laughter. It's late by the time I get home, and everyone is already asleep. I tiptoe into my room and collapse onto my bed. Exhausted, I fall asleep as soon as my head hits the pillow. And the combination of a big day with a big exam, big match, followed by a drink or two, it's a long day after class. The sun shining through the window splashes on my face and wakes me up. I stretch in a wide yawn and glance at the clock. Nearly 10. I'm glad I got a chance to sleep in after the party last night, but I don't want to waste my weekend. I hop out of bed and get ready for the day. What's my plan for today? Mayu owes me a violin lesson. That is my only option. I wonder if Mayu is free today. I'm still really curious as to how she is on the violin. Taking my phone out of my pocket, I tap Mayu's name. She answers only after one ring. Means she's looking forward to it.
Hello?
Hey, Mayu. See if she's free to play for me today? Cash me in on the private show. I hope you haven't forgotten about your promise. Well, how do we want to go about this? Let's just go with the nice guy route. See if she's free to play for me today. I was just calling to see if you're free today.
Not at the moment.
Damn. Oh.
Wait! I mean, I'm not free because I was just about to call you.
Oh? Really?
Yes. I promised I'd play for you this weekend, so that's what I'm going to do.
Good. That's what I was calling about anyways. Wow. She doesn't take her promises lightly. That being said, I'm really excited to finally hear Mayu play the violin. All right. Do you want to meet in the music room on campus?
Okay. I'll head over right now.
Great. Me too. I'll be there in a few. Did she just hang up on me? That's a yes. Mayu Akimi flashes across my phone. Hello?
I'm so sorry for hanging up. I meant to say okay, but I just nodded my head instead.
That is adorable. I suppress a chuckle. She sounds so cute when she's flustered. You mean she sounds cute all the time? It's okay.
Sorry again. I'll see you soon.
Yes, you will. All right. See you. There are a couple awkward seconds of silence before she finally hangs up. I guess she was making sure not to cut me off this time. Sometimes I wonder if she's too polite for her own good. Time to head out. After making my plans, I head downstairs.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there, big bro.
Okay. She seems to be back to her usual self. Glad to see you're feeling better.
Oh, yeah, I definitely am.
Good. I was worrying me. As she speaks, a devilish smile graces her lips. I don't like that. Ha. She's up to something.
Anyway, you going out today?
Yeah? Why? She starts giggling. You're up to something. I don't like it.
No reason.
I don't believe you. Okay. Hey, I'm actually glad I ran into you. I want to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah, I saw your text from a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry I didn't answer. I didn't have my phone on me, so I didn't see them until too late. Nikki crosses her arms.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
No, really, I accidentally left it in my gear.
What?
Twice.
Oh, come on. At least come up with something more believable.
Hey, something that incredibly stupid is believable. What's more to believe than the truth? Okay, then I was just ignoring you. It's not my problem if you don't believe me. Hey, what's more believable than the truth? No, really, it's the truth.
What was your phone doing in your gear in the first place?
Charging. It was charging. She blinks at me.
You really are hopeless.
Thanks. Look. I pull up my messages and flash the phone in her face. Rolling her eyes, she reluctantly takes a look. What? What do you mean by, eh? She bites her lip as she continues scrolling.
No.
What? She hands back my phone. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Something's up. Really, you don't say. I narrow my eyes. I don't like the oh no. What did you do, Nikki?
You might not want to go into the garage.
That's exactly where I'm heading. The garage? My bike. I spin on my heel and race towards the garage as Nikki cries out for me to wait. Throwing open the door, I feel like a hand is squeezing my heart. What did you do? Nikki catches up with me and cringes.
Now, before you get mad...
When you lead with a statement like that, I'm already furious. Nikki?
Just remember that I was really annoyed with you and wanted revenge.
That doesn't make it any better. Not helping. She quiets down, but she can't stand the silence.
At least it looks really pretty now.
It looked pretty in the first place. What did you do? It looks like a unicorn threw up all over my baby. She painted my bike, didn't she? All I can do is stare in horror at the glittery desecration of my beautiful bike. Nikki hides her face in her hands.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I promise I'll clean it up.
Right now, you do that. Right now. Yeah, you will.
Let me get a bucket.
Nikki turns to leave, but I sigh. Not right now. I have to go. I take another look at the pink sparkles winking in the light. Maybe I should take the bus. Oh, I can't. The bus won't come for another 20 minutes and I need to leave now.
Okay, I'll clean it up later then.
I nod. Yeah, damn right you're cleaning it up later. With a grimace, I reluctantly ease myself onto my bike. The engine roars to life and glitter flutters behind me in a rainbow trail of happiness. This is so embarrassing. But you gotta own it. In this situation, you own the glittery pink bike. And you be proud of it. I arrive on campus and park as far away as I can. There's absolutely no way I want to be caught riding my bike while it looks like that. It's quite a jog before I arrive on the main campus quad. That's what I get for parking so far away. I'm breathing heavily and feel warm by the time I arrive, so I take a few deep breaths to cool down. Pulling up the campus map on phone, I plot out the route for the music rooms and make my way to the cluster of liberal arts buildings, then enter the music hall. The first two practice rooms are empty, while the third has a petite girl with her back facing the door. That's Mayu. She hasn't noticed me at the entrance yet. Greet her. Sneak attack! I don't think the sneak attack would work. So I'll just greet her, casually knock on the door and say hi. Hey, Mayu. She cautiously turns towards the door, but smiles when she sees me. And you look adorable today.
Hi.
After offering a wave, I walk towards her. Her instrument is already unpacked and her music is on the stand. I'm surprised by how fast you set everything up.
Oh, I got here as soon as we hung up to practice.
Not a bad idea. I don't blame you for that habit. Practice.
Yes. I haven't played for anyone outside of family, so I got a little nervous and wanted to practice.
It's a good thing to do. It helps calm the nerves. I mean, you're just playing for me. It's nothing serious.
It is!
Okay. Mayu blinks after realizing she raised her voice. She looks down meekly and shuffles her feet.
I mean, it's my first time.
Phrasing. I believe you. Your choice of words. Let's hear it. I really want to click this option, but I'll believe her. Just pretend it's a practice session and I'm not even here. Like in the Harry Potter... Making sure I read that right first. Like in the Harry Potter books. This is my veil of invisibility. I pretend to put a cape over myself. I'm not here. I'm invisible. I'm ninja. Mayu giggles. Oh, she is so cute. I take a seat on a nearby piano bench and watch as she readies her violin and bow. She still looks a little nervous and retunes her violin to help her relax. Once content, she closes her eyes and begins playing. I'm listening to her music. She stops abruptly. Mayu opens her eyes and looks dejected.
I'm sorry. That must have sounded so awful. I made so many mistakes.
I heard nothing. It sounded pleasing to me. Maybe her nerves are affecting her performance. You were awesome. You need to put your heart into it. Let's do round 2. No, let's boost your confidence. You were awesome. What do you mean? I thought you were wonderful.
You're just saying that to make me feel better.
Yes and no? No, really. From a technical standpoint, your playing is brilliant. You've inspired me. I flip around and face the piano. Let's do it again. Together. Mayu blinks in surprise, but nods. My fingers hover over the piano keys as I glance back at Mayu. She nods at me and readies her violin. We play music together. and just let it play out. It's got a nice bouncy feel to it. Something very classical. Yeah, this sounds very kind of Mozartian, to my ear at least. She's got a little heart cut in her bridge too. Well, it just waits for the very end. The music fades to an end as we stare silently at each other. While there are no words, I feel the bond between us grow stronger.
You were incredible!
That's all because I followed your lead. We were incredible. Mayu beams and nods.
I didn't know you could play the piano so well.
Neither did I. Your violin made it sound good. Just another one of my talents. It's from practicing. Now it's your violin that did this. I was really just playing off of you. I wouldn't sound nearly as good without you leading. Mayu blushes shyly. Boom, we're winning on this one.
I don't know about that.
I do. Have you ever considered playing as part of an orchestra? To my surprise, Mayu nods.
Actually, when I was in high school, I was invited to audition for a spot in our local community symphony orchestra.
Did you do it? That's amazing! How did you do? She looks away.
I didn't audition.
Why? Why not?
It's just not something I could have done.
Why? Because you never played in front of people?
No, I mean, sort of. I was nervous about that too, but mostly it was because I knew my father would never approve.
Why? Did you ask him? Her eyes grow wide at the suggestion, and she empathetically shakes her head.
Of course not!
That I'm still confused. Why not? She sighs.
Akimis are pilots. It's in our blood, and it's what we are born to do.
You sound brainwashed. But is that what you want to do? Mayu blinks at me.
What do you mean?
Is a gear pilot what you want to be?
Yes. I've never considered anything else.
What about being a musician? The fact that you were asked to audition for a professional orchestra proves you have the talent.
Music is important for a well-rounded education, and it keeps the mind sharp, but it's not a profession.
That is where we're going to have to agree to disagree because I think you're wrong. Of course it's a profession. Think of all the musical geniuses in the past. The composer who put together the music we just played.
It just couldn't happen!
Okay. Mayu blushes at her outburst.
Besides, I probably wasn't good enough to earn the seat in the orchestra anyway.
What's with that tone of voice? She looks away as she speaks quickly, as if blurting an afterthought. I can tell this is her way of justifying passing up the audition. Mayu shuffles her feet as silence settles in. Well, this is awkward. Simple question. Do you enjoy playing music? She looks up at me, but doesn't hesitate in her response.
Yes.
Did you enjoy playing music with me? She blushes.
Yes.
Then, the only thing left for us to do is start a band. Mayu blinks.
I don't know about that.
Because starting a band is the only logical explanation of where we go next. It's purely to keep our minds sharp and ensure we have a well-rounded education. Nothing professional about it. A smile plays on her lips.
Well, argue with that.
Of course you can. I propose we plan our first practice session as a newly formed band. Mayu nods.
When?
I grin. No time like the present. She giggles and raises her violin to her chin.
Ready.
I spin back around, go back at the piano, and go, what the hell am I doing? This time, I lead us into a fast-paced tempo, and Mayu easily keeps up. This type of music doesn't seem to be something she's used to, but judging by the big smile on her face, she's enjoying herself immensely, because she's spending time with me. We continue to play together for a while until it gets late. We schedule our next band meeting and then head out. I'm looking forward to the next session. It's going to be a fun time. When I arrive home, Uncle Kaito is staring at the phone with a silly grin on his face. What are you looking at? He seems happy. Stare at him with the same grin. Greet him normally. Oh, I am totally giving him the same grin back. I step into his view and look at him with the same goofy grin. Kaito snaps back to reality and looks at me weirdly.
What's that look for?
I don't need a reason. I could ask you the same thing.
I just got off the phone with Yuki and I am saved.
Hashtag called it. Saved.
She called me today and apologized for going against our agreement.
Pieces of our last conversation resurface in my memory. Ah, the agreement you made when you two separated. Uncle Kaito nods.
She says that she can make the restaurant opening ceremony after all.
Hashtag I told you so. See? Everything worked out.
Yeah, I don't know what I was so worried about. Yuki has always been reliable and a true friend. Even after we separated, she was always there when I needed her.
Sounds like you still care for her. Kaito and Yuki sitting in a tree. She still digs you. Sitting in a tree. Kissing. Ooh, sounds like somebody has a crush. Kaito raises an eyebrow.
Technically, she is still my wife.
This is why this statement is all the more funny. You love her.
Who do you think you are, the love doctor?
They call me Dr. Love. I'm just saying.
This is the way things are between Yuki and I, and this is how it needs to stay.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Uncle Kaito. I just had to deal with another brainwashed statement earlier today, so I can deal with this one too. If you say so.
So, I don't want to hear any more out of you.
Like, in general, or just on this topic, or just on this topic in general, or just in this topic right now? Because I can't guarantee I won't stay quiet. All right, I trust your judgment. You're the adult here.
You're grounded if you keep this up, mister.
What are you going to do, take away my phone? What? No! Uncle Kaito laughs.
I'm just messing with you.
You can't ground me.
Hello?
I'm going to murder the small one. We both turn to see Nikki wearing her signature smile. As she glances over at me, her smile falters. That's right, be afraid of me.
Before you say it, I'll go clean up your bike now.
That's right, you are.
Clean up his bike?
You don't want to know. Kaito grins.
Well, I have a bit of free time now and I'm in the mood to celebrate. Do you guys want to watch something on Netflix?
Yes. Nikki perks up at the idea, then stares pleadingly at me. Nikki? Before I have a chance to speak, she pouts her lips and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. You know that won't work.
Please?
Her voice chokes up. Really, Pixel Fade? Really? I guess it's futile to resist, and I must give in. Okay, fine. You can stay for one episode. Nikki beams.
Yay! Thanks, bro.
Kaito laughs at our exchange as we settle onto the couch.
You are going to be in real trouble, kiddo, if you give in so easily to the ladies.
I was kind of strong-armed into this one.
Only for me.
Nikki leans against me and snuggles into a comfortable position. What are you doing?
Shush, pillow.
And you wonder why your friends thought we were dating. I think about protesting, but realize how useless that'd be. Kaito notices my sigh of resignation and grins.
For Forget about being in trouble. You're already doomed.
Shut up. I shrug. You'd think I'd be immune to her witchcraft after 17 years of this.
What do you guys want to watch?
What are my options? Gear of Thrones, 2.5 gears. Gears in Recreation. How I Met Your Gear, that 70s gear. Big Bang Gear. House of Gears, Breaking Gear, Modern Gear, and Agents of Gear. Let's go with How I Met Your Gear. Hey, what if we watch How I Met Your Gear?
No!
Why? Kaito and I are both startled by Nikki's reaction.
9 seasons for the worst ending of all time!
Nikki huffs. Kaito blinks.
Well, if you feel that strongly about it, let's choose something else.
Okay. That was interesting. Not ever seen that one before. Well, let's go with Gear of Thrones then. I am Stennis of House Girathon, first of my name, King of Endless and the First Man, Lord of the 8 Kingdoms and Guardian of the Realm.
Gear of Thrones.
Very good. We grin at each other while Nikki looks perplexed.
We're watching Gear of Thrones?
Why do you sound confused? Actually, this isn't a family show.
Agreed.
Nikki sighs in relief.
Oh good, because I've already seen it.
I think we need to discuss what's appropriate for you to watch, young lady.
Yes, we do.
I watched it with my friends for the story. We skipped the other parts.
No, you didn't. Those were the best parts. I had to take. That's such a tiny text. Those were the best parts. Uncle Kaito nudges me. I mean, let's choose something else. Breaking Gear? Or Modern? No, let's go with Modern Gear. Let's watch Modern Gear.
Oh yes! I love how they explore the dynamics of each family. It's funny to see how each of them react to things.
So we finally find something she approves on.
WTF.
He's trying so hard to be cool. Nick and I turn to face Kaito, completely stunned at what he just said.
Why the face?
That's not what that stands for. Nick and Kaito cracks up at his own joke. Are you serious? Are you super serial right now?
Oh god, he's a real-life Phil Dunphy.
Okay, let's watch this. LOL.
Oh my god. Nikki cringes. I shrug. And it's settled. Kaito navigates through Netflix and selects the show. Whew, that was a adventure. After binge watching a few episodes, Kaito stretches and pushes off the couch.
That was a great break.
Back to work?
I have to get some work done before midnight, though.
That sounds like you. All right.
Don't stay up too late, you two.
You don't tell me how to live my life.
Okay.
Kaito retreats into the kitchen where his laptop and papers are scattered. Nikki heaves a long sigh.
Well, I guess it's time for me to clean off your bike.
Yes, go on now, get. Before she can point her sad eyes at me, I shake my head. You can do it tomorrow. She immediately brightens up.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to get started on my homework.
Homework.
It's my senior year. I need to maintain my grades to get into a good school.
She has a point. All right, let me know if you need any help.
Thanks. It's nothing too difficult, just a lot of questions to go through.
Okay. We both nod and say our goodnights to Kaito and head to our rooms. I spend the rest of the evening relaxing until it's time to sleep. As I crawl in my bed, my phone buzzes. I open up a text from Shou. Ayo, guess what holiday is coming up next month? I'll give you a hint. We're all going to the beach. You interested? A holiday in which we all go to the beach? I have no idea what holiday that is, but I already like it. I text back. You know it. Time passes in a blur, and suddenly it's been a month since Nikki and I moved to Izokaze, and I started at Ace Academy. My team and I are stronger than ever, and our winning streak has not been broken. Kaori, Shou, Mayu, and I spent many evenings practicing in the hangar, learning how to anticipate each other's needs on the field. Yuta continues to manage her sponsorship from Dashu, and she's becoming more comfortable with the team. Valerie works hard behind the scenes to continually update our gears, and after all the tweaks she had given Eagle, I'm more confident than ever in my mech's abilities. I've had a surprising number of companies reach out to me to partner and research my core, but I've declined each invitation. I don't feel comfortable having strangers poke and prod at my dad's legacy, especially when I don't understand what's going on myself. Aside from team stuff, Mayu and I have doubled up to create our band. She no longer is afraid to play her music in front of me, and we practice different music genres and experiment with styles. She looks so happy about it, too. On the home front, Uncle Kaito is still as busy as ever now that his newly opened cafe has become insanely popular. Nikki spends most of her time at her school's cooking club, which has gained a lot of traction among the students. Sadly, that means I've had to fend for myself when it comes to food. Means I've been eating out at Uncle's cafe all the time. I wake up at the sound of my alarm, then begin my morning routine, and we will continue next time. I will end the episode here. Quite a day. We've got a nice recap that a lot of time has passed, so I'll have to remember next time it is 1 month after our match against Call of the Wild. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below or leave a comment. It really does help me out. And if you're new or haven't done so already, make sure to unleash your power by hitting that subscribe button down below today as well. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.